Okay, I'm Jdawgg, and welcome to the Clipper and CSG subtraction tool. I'm just going to cover those two buttons, those two functions. All I did is I made a quick room. You should already know how to make a room, and I just applied a few textures here so we can see what we're doing. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop in a monster, and this is so I can get a good idea of perspective on how tall to make my door. As you know, if you're going to actually put a monster or a spawn point in your map, you always put it at least a unit above the ground. But I'm going to put him flush against the ground just because I want to see how big to make my door. So we got our monster in place. Now, the way we use the CSG subtraction tool is you just make a brush, paint a brush, and that looks about right. That's a good size for a doorway, don't you think? We come up to the top view, and all you have to do is make it wide enough. It could be like this if I wanted to, or like this. It doesn't matter. You just make sure it passes completely through any brush you want to cut. Notice I don't have it inset on the ground because it would cut a big hole out of the floor right here as well. You only want it cut out of the wall, so I'm gonna have it up right there. And you just, with that selected, you don't select the brush you're going to cut, you select the brush that you're cutting with. It's kind of like a cookie cutter. And we're going to press this button here called the CSG subtract. It doesn't look like it did anything, but if we delete this brush we have selected, there we go, there's a big hole, and there's our doorway. So that's the CSG subtraction tool. Now I'll show you how to do the same exact thing with the clipper. And all the CSG subtraction tool did is it broke it up into 4 pieces and deleted the 4th piece right in the middle where the door is. And we're going to do the same exact thing with the clipper. So right up here, I went down to my front view so I can see the wall, and this is the clipper tool. So you just depress that down, you click once. What it's going to do is you're going to make 2 points. I mean, you can make 3, but that's more complicated. I'm just going to show you the normal way to clip. You're going to make 2 points, and it doesn't matter, whatever you have selected, it's going to make kind of like a connect the dot, and it's going to make a line straight to the 2 points, and it's going to make a slice clean through the piece all the way through those 2 points. So if I click here and I click here, it's not just going to make a slice right there, it's going to go all the way through like so. Now, we didn't want that top part to be deleted, so we just hit Shift Enter and it restores it back. Now we're going to deselect everything. We're only going to select this bottom part because we don't need to cut this top part anymore. So we're going to select the bottom, clipper again, Shift Enter, and that looks about right. Shift Enter. We're going to deselect, we're going to select the middle part, hit backspace, and there's another doorway. And see, all we did is there's the 3 now the wall is, 3 pieces just like that one. Another use for the clipper tool is to make a slanted roof, and you use that a lot in the COD Radiant because it's a World War II shooter. So well, the way I do that is I'd select the 2 walls. I'd select that wall and that wall because we're gonna have to clip through both of them, and I'd click on the clipper, and I would clip from the top there, and I would clip down to here, and I don't need to hit Shift Enter because I do want that top part to be deleted, so I'm just gonna hit Enter, and it'll keep the cut. We hit Escape. We're gonna select this wall. We're gonna have to lower that wall down. We're gonna select the ceiling, and the way we lower the ceiling down is you press the V key on your keyboard, like vertices, and it brings them up. And we just click and drag these down one by one. Just left clicking and dragging. Whoa. Looks like the Doom 3 Radiant doesn't like messing with vertices either. I'm going to hit Control Z a few times. It undoes. Bring up the vertices, bring it down. The COD Radiant has a problem with vertices as well. It doesn't like it when you edit them. I don't know what's wrong with this one. There we go. Hit Escape. There we go. And now my roof is slanted.